Hi, first grade. So I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Ida, and I'm a scientist at Caltech, and I actually study space. And Miss Miller told me that you guys are talking a little bit about your place in space, like your place in the solar system, or even in the galaxy if you're thinking on larger scales. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that and give you a short little art project that you can do for fun if you're feeling up for it. So basically, it's pretty simple. You can just make a little diagram of the solar system that I've done here. So all you need is like a piece of paper and some sort of writing utensil like a pen or a pencil. And you can see that I've drawn the sun and then all of the planets in the solar system in order. So I think probably a lot of you guys know the order, but here you can see that going outward from the sun, we have the planets Mercury, and then Venus, oh, that's my hand, and then Earth, which is the planet that we're on, of course, and then Mars, and then Jupiter, which is a really huge gas giant, and it's got these like weird stripe patterns on it because of some like funny striped clouds in its atmosphere. And then next we have Saturn with its huge rings right here, and then Uranus, which is a bit farther out and also has these thin rings. Then Neptune, which is the furthest planet in our solar system. And I've also drawn Pluto here, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of. It used to be a planet, but it was recently demoted to a dwarf planet because people realized that it just wasn't big enough to fit the bill. But I still like Pluto, so I've included it here. So this is just something you guys can do if you have the time. And I'm also including some other videos that people have recorded that show someone making a drawing just like this. If you want to use that for reference, you can also watch that to see another way to do it. And there's another video that talks about how drawings like this are actually not super accurate because actually all of the planets, as they're shown here, are definitely not the sizes that they are depicted here relatively. So what I mean by that is it looks here like Earth is, like smaller than Jupiter, but not super small, right? But actually Earth is like hundreds of times smaller than Jupiter. But it's hard to draw that, so we draw it like this. But I want you guys to keep in mind that in reality, these gas giant planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are much larger than the rocky planets that are closer in to the sun, like the Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So that's something to keep in mind, and there's another video that talks about that as well, and also talks about how far these planets are actually from each other. So here it looks like these planets are all kind of relatively close together, right? But in reality, these planets are super far from each other, and it would take you years in a really fast spaceship to get to them if you wanted to. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and maybe I'll film another video and we can talk more about our place in space next week. Bye.